Hey, what is up everybody? Blades for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and doing a little bit of guild boss, and we're going to be doing it with the girl Barry. Now, it's been some time since I've been able to actually use my Barry as a character for anything that's like guild boss or even SOS related, so I finally get to use this character once again, which I'm really happy about, and I want to see if we can get a really high score on this. Now, I'm going to be using a little bit of a theory strat for today's video. Thankfully to the man Earphone who ended up actually giving me this strat here. We're going to see if it does work out for him. We're kind of like being the test subject in the order, because he doesn't know if it'll work and I don't know if it'll work. So we're going to see if it gets some decent points. And if you guys like videos like this, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section. But for now, this is all going to be somewhat of a testing type project, so hopefully it does turn out well. Also, for my global people, if you are watching this as well, to let you guys know, I have not been doing much global content, mainly because global has been very dry. We have had a bunch of course events, or at least 2 events being the summer ones, but I did not really want to cover those, seeing that one of them was Genbu and we had a ton of Genbu going down for that one, and the other one has just been mini games. I don't really want to do the mini game content because I feel like it's just kind of lazy on my part. Plus, any type of slop content that we have to end up doing there, it's just not fun for me. So I'm only going to be doing TW. If you guys want to see something for global, let me know down below in the comment section. But currently right now, I'm mainly trying to focus on TW because there is a lot more stuff to do currently. But that out the way here, of course, we're going to take a look at the personas that we're using. We are using the signature stake for both, for Barry here, who's going to be using the signature skill, as well as using Rakunda. We're also going to be using Yanosik, who's going to be a straight up buffer with Rebellion and Terukaja, and we're using Vishnu to take down these shields. Now, every time we use A6 Barry or something like this, it's always a like weird roundabout way of actually doing the whole strat here. So the first things first that you guys are going to know is there's this little button here. Well, we're level locking this guy, so no matter what, he can't die here. We're going to take this off most likely on around 5. But right now we're going to leave it on to make sure he doesn't die in this whole type of fighting mechanic. But now, first turn, immediately we're going to use Vishnu, and we're going to slowly start taking this dude down on the what's called shield scale here. Afterwards, we're going to use our skill 1, taking down the shield even again, which is very weird that we're using Wind to actually just attack off rip instead of using her for the buffing. Now we're going to go ahead and pop off our skill 3, making sure Barry can use our highlight, and this is mainly setting up the debuffs that we're going to need in order to really have a little bit of fun here as well, and also take the most, or at least deal the most amount of damage. Now, this is one of the weird things that I say about Barry that you have to do for A6 and stuff like this, is sometimes you have to block, sometimes you have to gun down the boss. It's going to be something always weird, and that's no freaking different case here. But we had the block right there immediately, so now we can actually pop off our highlight and start getting Wonder all set up once again. We're using Vishnu to take down these shields, which is perfectly fine, using our skill 1 with Wind once again, and then using our skill 1 with Cord. Now, I am kind of sad about this because Cord still doesn't have, of course, that little buff, meaning one, we're missing out on some buffs here in general for like attack percentage, but we're also missing that lovely that lovely buff that we did want as well for the shock amount. But as you can see, he didn't die, and that's mainly because of the little thing that we ended up turning on over there, which is amazing. We're not going to turn that off till probably like round 5. So right now we're just going to try and beat this dude's face in a little bit. But let's use our Futaba's skill 2, make sure we get these nice old debuffs on him as well, and taking advantage of this as much as possible. We're then going to give ourselves a shield, which is always good to keep us away from a little bit of danger here. In the first round of using this dude, we're using Rakunda first to start getting set up for Barry's damage rounds. But let's use our skill 1 with Wind, making sure everything is slowly getting lower, because then we should be able to break off the shield later on for some nice point value. Now we're going to go ahead and heal up because everyone is a little bit on the weak side here, and then we can use our Barry skill 2. Now, the real damage round is going to come down to round 4 and 5, and then we'll start doing our crazy damage rounds on the weak phases after. But right now, we're just having a little bit of fun with it. Now, this is round 4, so things are going to change a little bit more here. We're going to go ahead and use our Futaba's skill 2. We use the skill 2 once again here, giving us a nice old shield, as well as those nice debuffs as well. We're going to go ahead and use our Wonders highlight. And I accidentally said shield when of course that only happens if we have our analysis 100% here. Use our highlight and then using the signature skill with the snake here, making sure Barry can deal some nice old damage. Finally, we get to use our buffer as an actual buffer using the skill 3 here, giving us that nice old attack up and that crit damage up. And then we're going to go ahead and use our chords skill 3 as well, getting off another ult immediately. Afterwards, we need to go ahead and use our Barry's double Barry mode here, dealing some decent damage and getting up these point values that we do need. Really just preparing for the next round afterwards here. So let's do our double Barry for skill 1, getting some nice old hits in here. Now we can go ahead and slowly get ready to unlock the health here. So first things first, we're gonna have to take this to the face a little bit. It does kind of hurt, but we're still pretty much good. We're going to pop off our Futaba skill 1, taking down the defense as well, and then starting to set up. So now we're back on Wonder. We can go ahead and use Yanosik, and we're going to go ahead and use the we're gonna go ahead and use Terukaja, getting up our attack immediately. Now we're going to use our skill 2, making sure we also have our attack up as well a little bit more, and then pop off our skill 2 with chord, getting up that lovely crit rate that we do love. Now we're gonna go ahead and unlock the guy's health because we're able to kill him now, and pop off our double Barry skill 2, going into our actual going to our actual damage phases now. So now we have all of our buffs, we have everything that we do need here, popping up as much damage as possible, and now it's where the fun really does begin here. So first things first, we need to use our skill 3 with Barry, making sure he is weak to the curse end of things here, which is going to be great for us to go ahead and do. And then we need to use our wind highlight, making sure we get as much DPS off, or at least crit damage off, as possible. Vishnu is now going to go ahead and proc this to give us that crit damage taken up as well. Well, the winded first, and then we're going to get some more crit damage from our skill 3. Pop off our chord skill 1, which this isn't going to really do much of anything here, but we're going to pop off the skill 1 and then use our double Barry skill 3 here. This is going to be the first time that we're going to be using our double Barry skill 3, so we are going to be able to, of course, have a little bit more damage than normal here. But our first slash is doing around, oh my god, Jesus, wow, is that 8 million damage? I think that was 8 million damage in total, which is crazy. But now that we've ended up looking at that here, we got the first round done. We're gonna go ahead and go back to our Yanosik, making sure we're getting that lovely rebellion here. Then we're going to use our skill 2, getting back up our attack as much as possible for our our Barry. Then we get to spam our highlights. So first things first is we're using skill 3 with Barry highlight immediately. Skill 3 to pop off Barry's highlight. Then we're going to use our Barry highlight. Then we're going to follow that up with double Barry highlight going into the skill 3. So go ahead and use our Barry highlight right here. It's going to give us a decent bit of damage immediately. Double Barry is going to allow us to do this, of course, twice, which is going to be great for our DOT damage here. So let's pop this on off and go into our skill 3 for our double Barry damage as well. So boom, and finally get this on off, dealing a decent bit of damage. Now let's see what the overall score is going to be at the end here. That was a good 3 million damage right there, which is crazy. But we ended up hitting 744 million damage, which is kind of insane. I don't know if this is what he was at least aiming for, to see how much damage we can deal, but for our actual run, I say that was pretty darn good to actually see Barry end up doing here. So I'm gonna, of course, do this strat again, and if this was amazing for him, we're gonna try it with a A6 Futaba that I know one of my friends does have, so I'm gonna probably try to borrow that as well. But for now, that was a really good freaking run. We really did pretty darn awesome with that, and we're gonna try again the next time. If you guys like videos like this, be sure to let me know. But for now, peace out and have a nice day.